Sure, yeah, sure. Yeah, my church will too. Sure, yeah. Sure, 1, 2. 1, 2. Sure, alright. The Honorable Minister of Lands, Housing and Country Planning, the Deputy Minister of Lands, Housing and Country Planning, the Permanent Secretary, distinguished invited guests, senior staff of the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning, members of the 4th Estate, and all protocols observed. Good afternoon to everybody. We are here this afternoon for a very important and historic event inside Sierra Leone. But before we proceed, we will want to make we get silent prayers, individual silent prayers, and then we can proceed with today's event. Amen and amen. Today we then also for do the second edition of the land raffle draw, where the Ministry of Lands, under the leadership of Dr. Turak Senesi, be first introduced in December 2021. And we get a short program now also, when are the agenda for today. We get opening prayers where we don't done with already. And then from the opening prayers, we get a welcome address where the permanent secretary and the Ministry of Lands will get to deliver. And from there we get brief statements. We get the Parliament of Sierra Leone is being represented here, and they will make a statement. The Anti-Corruption Commission is represented here, and they will make a statement. The civil society is represented here, and they will talk. Sierra Leone Association of Journalists is represented here by no less a personality than the president of SLAJ. And then we expect to get statement from one of the winners them of the pilot raffle where we will do in December for sharing testimony with we all. And then from there we will come now to the high point of today's event, where at the keynote address by no less a personality than the Honorable Minister of Lands, Housing and Country Planning, Dr. Turak Senesi. And then from there, we will come now to the business of the day, which is the raffle draw. And today, 500 Sierra Leoneans them, from 5 walks of life, they get land today. Each of the Sierra Leoneans they do, by the grace of God, where we don't apply, during the time where the ministry put out an announcement, will get land today where they will able to build their host them, and they don't and sleep with collapse with their families. So now we don't do the opening prayers, then we come now to the welcome address. But before we come to the welcome address, of course, I will point my name, and I will work inside the office of the President and State House as a communication strategist. So now I invite the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning, winner Mr. Alfred Jigba, for give the welcome address, so that we all go know why we're there and we all go feel welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. The communication strategist not still for the again. Me not to after Jiba, but Israel Jiba. On behalf of the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning, I want to welcome you all to this second edition of the raffle conducted by the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning. The raffle is a novelty and innovation brought by the minister, because we find it difficult as the ministry how to allocate small quantities of land to many Australians who can normally apply for get land. In the first raffle draw we conducted last year, it was 7,000 Australians who applied. It became overwhelming. It was become chaotic if we are to invite all of them to have come for interview. There will have been accusation. Oh, the minister just invited his party people. Oh, the minister and the prime secretary just invited their old school friends. And now all those things. To avoid those accusations, what we will do, we decided to come to a raffle draw. And the result was overwhelming. It was highly acclaimed to the point that to all of us Sierra Leone, we are clamoring for a repeat of the raffle draw. So the ministry started again, and we felt that, well, as a way of giving opportunity to all Sierra Leoneans, irrespective of your position, your age, or whatever you are, let's make the game open to everybody, and therefore the raffle. But this time around, we brought in a new innovation. The first one was indiscriminate. We left a white. This one, we make it discriminately. We choose people them well for dual, so that at any one stage, we make sure say categories of people apply. So this one, what we do, we only make it possible for civil servants, members of the forces, that is the police, the soldiers, and the other forces, the medical, the doctors, the nurses, and everybody, the teachers, lecturers, all that category, and then the rest, the journalists. And for making discriminate, now this time you apply online, so that only those who will be qualified will apply. In the first one, who went to our website, they downloaded and began to solve all the forms, so it was just chaotic. This one will make in the way that only those who will apply. In the application, 1,503 civil servants applied, 1,072 members of the forces applied, 535 people for the medical wing applied, 871 teachers have applied, and 221 people for the press applied. And in view of these categories of the application, so we divided the plot. After the winnings today, 135 plots will be won by civil servants, 138 plots will be won by the forces, 64 plots will be won by the medical people, 104 plots will be won by teachers, and 30 plots will be won by members of the press. As usual, as he said, we want to make sure that the chance is open to everybody. We are not looking at qualification, because when it comes to land acquisition, everybody is important. We want to treat everybody equally. So if you look at chances that will make you win, and therefore all those who apply, your applications are here. The next thing, will put the application into the drum, and then the process will start. We want to make it as transparent as possible, so that at the end of the day, all those who win will win happiness, and all those who lose will try the next thing again. Because as we said, as a ministry, we want to make sure say people in Sierra Leone get access to land, and as much as possible, we want to give chance to everybody or participate in the process, so that all Sierra Leoneans will all be happy for make sure say Peter and Sierra Leone belong to all of us. So on that note, I once again welcome all of us to this second edition of the raffle of the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning. Having said that, I will now call on the chairman of the Parliamentary Oversight Committee on Lands, Honorable Kuntin Salia, to give a statement.
Salam Muhammad. Hey, we are not the answer again. Praise the Lord. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Honorable Minister, Deputy, Permanent Secretary, and all senior staff of the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning for giving this great opportunity for work alongside with them. And I believe today now another history-making day, especially in terms of land in this country. As a parliament and as a chairman of the Parliamentary Oversight Committee on Lands, I believe I they always be fulfilled that I made a serve as the chairman for this great ministry through the leadership of the minister, Dr. Turat, because at every point in time, they always consult Parliament. For everything we want to do, it always a great space for their Parliament day in attendance. And this is a very, very big thing for Parliament. So on behalf of the committee and Parliament of Sierra Leone, we want to appreciate the Minister of Lands and the Deputy and the entire team for where they really deliberately they make it possible for work with the Parliament of Sierra Leone. We appreciate that. But again, my statement is not going to be like the traditional speech. I also want to use this opportunity for appeal to our conscience a few minutes. I want to know, say, whatever they happen now, from where Dr. Turat said in the history of this country. We all know the first time we'll talk about land, it's about chaos, it's about killing, it's about wounding. You know, if you even did a house here, you can't take a call you are not point because you know say no good news not come on. Two, I want to know say when this minister take up power and not meet any land anywhere, when you go say there is a land bank where the government through the ministry will take and give people, and the government knows say people need land. We are already there today, we are not serve this country diligently, they will not respective capacity. As journalists, forces, teachers, medical people, we are always serve. But yet, we are not getting the opportunity for get access to land for every big small shelter. Before now, it was chaotic. Now the government, through this minister here and deputy, don't make sure say, even though it's not adequate, but at least let them make it possible for every Sierra Leonean, irrespective of its financial status, irrespective of its position, you get right for access land as long as you want them and you're not Sierra Leonean. Now this right, this ministry don't take. But we all know the land not there any side. Even the land there where the government can give today, now fend the ministry now. People, individuals will not claim land more than the country itself. Because as you see people they go to me, Honorable, we get 500 acres of land. Do you want me here for make documents? Then when you check the name then, now Sori Toure, Mustafa Abu, Brahma Tijan, all upland people there. Who's the upland people that ever can get that kind of number of land in Africa? Where the white man they be they go, they don't let land give anybody. All land they went in the western area, na government land, na state land. Then nobody no can talk say again land. There is nobody individual who get land. All in the colony belongs to the state. But when they see people they come, they get 500 acres, 270 as the case may be. From where? The government, they really face challenges, and I believe say the more reason the government not sit down through this ministry for make sure that they identify those areas when land there, reclaim them, and make sure that they give people the way they serve the country. And the more reason we're there today. But equally, we not take any responsibility. We don't learn, they can't learn a lot from the process. Not keep them to yourself. Go back and explain to the people the challenges where the government face, especially through this ministry, and the efforts what this minister here in team they do for make sure that everybody indiscriminate get access. You know, find out that they're not a watch whether you're not SLPP, the minister not a watch whether you're not APC, C4C, NGC, or any other party. And they do this thing indiscriminately for me as long as you're a Iranian, then you get access to land. So 2 years after this process, Una said be the ambassador for spread this news to other people so that they understand the effort when the ministry they do. And when the minister go to any locality, let we be the supporters for make sure that what belong to the state may come to the state, may the ministry know the better. So with these few words, the people of Sierra Leone, I believe today now another history making there, and I applaud the minister here in deputy. And this is another thing that the next parliamentary sitting I will stand on SO23 and really talk about what the ministry they do, and that we all for support her. There are so many good things. First time, when ministers of this particular ministry go to parliament with anything, not only specific to any particular period, from where God discovers alone, from when the government established Ministry of Lands, anytime minister go under, parliament they lash them. This minister now break that record across the aisle. Every honorable 146 years standing ovation. Not only because he's handsome or he's academic doctor or because he talk to people, but just because it proves to we say in doctoral business is not from Dominion. Because when you're a doctor, the person you for know most of the things when they do. And so when they come, it really makes sure they engage the right gears, it makes sure they engage the right structures. And today, if we forget our one, he's going to be the Minister of the Year. And even nationally, he's going to be the Minister of the Year. So I want to honor Dr. Turadi is the Man of the Year, and he will continue. I tell you now, thank you.
Thank you, Chairman of the Parliamentary Oversight Committee, for the high sentiment given to my minister. Second on the statement list is the Anti-Corruption Commission.
Honorable Minister, Honorable Deputy Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Me where they talk, na my name Emmanuel Yambasu Musa. I did na the Systems and Processes Review Unit na the Prevention Department of the Anti-Corruption Commission. We first and foremost, I want to use this opportunity on behalf of the Commissioner and the Commission at large for say a big thank you to the Minister and his team for the recognition where and give we for time doing this. I put the Honorable Judge speaking this history-making event. We all know say the Anti-Corruption Commission and the Commission done the way the law give the mandate to let we lead the fight against corruption. Of course, we don't there for long now with the excessive this thing for start by 2. We at the commission don't they talk plenty. All man know wait and say Anti-Corruption Commission waiting down the mean. We presence now this afternoon now for ensure say we do like I say we come on the Systems and Processes Review of the Anti-Corruption Commission. So we in actual fact they review the processes and the things that really happen at all MDAs and for that we able to see which side corruption tendencies that we so that we will ameliorate those problems. So I there this afternoon to represent the commission for ensure say this raffle it go the way it's supposed to go, so nobody know go to mind and say I show them do I show them all. So on that note, I want to once more again thank the minister, his deputy, and all the other people who put this together and say when I get the blessing of the commissioner and the anti-corruption commission at large. Thank you very much.
Thank you, representative of the Anti-Corruption Commission. Now, I will call on the representative of civil society for can give us 2 minutes talk on this matter. 2 minutes. Civil society.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. The Honorable Minister of Lands, Housing and Country Planning, the Deputy Minister, members of the media, colleagues CSOs from Green Scenery and Land for All, and all the CSOs that are in this country, I say greetings to all. Of course, I want to join the permanent secretary for also say this particular event where they take place now so today, like a complete novelty. Novelty in the sense, this it don't ever happen at the history of Sierra Leone. I think say this is the second edition of what we do now so today. Because last year again, we can't do similar thing at this place here. And today again, we don't care again, we can do similar thing now so again back today. This not shows that, yes, indeed, waiting we deserve as citizens of this country, indeed, don't happen to we now. Because this now we birthright. As citizens, now the responsibility of government for them provide for we the basic necessity. And one of the basic necessities that we look for as citizens, now any country, now we say you forget you don't place, so that you forget you don't you and your beginner or your family is there. So I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the civil society family for say a very big thank you to the Ministry of Land, Housing and Country Planning for this kind of laudable venture one I don't take up for and I hope say it will be a continuity. But one of the things that I want for clearly make now so today to really people that will apply for the land and Sierra Leoneans at large. You know, this country, like a country, we're very, very much gullible. Gullible in the sense, for anything what they do, we can left for politicizer. And I'm so much happy when this time around, when the minister, they really categorize the kind of people that will for apply. And I'm not saying this like a process, not an event where say, when we say as we do as so today, it don't stop. This time around, they're able to categorize the kind of people that will for apply. And I hope say after that kind of category of people that will apply so today, we're going to make it possible for the possible winners there. We're going to get the lands and also today. The next category of people there, also the minister will think of, we say we're a civil society, because we are very, very much important as society. So on that note, we're there for monitor the process. Of course, me, the work I do is service delivery. And when you talk about service delivery, it falls within this ambit. So now make the minister and the ministry don't make no mistake when they invite you now as civil society. So we're there for now and we monitor the process from the start and to the end. So any problem when you get along the line, make sure they contact you because this and then please have a lot of government just for a minute. So that we're not going to say we as civil society, this process, we then have to ensure it become transparent, just the way the anti-corruption representative don't say. We only work in partnership. We don't sign a memorandum of understanding. So this they give us confidence that the process is clear, the process is genuine, the process is clean, and you right for it deserve the land. Thank you very much.
Thank you, representative of the civil society. Next on my list is the president of the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, Slack.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. P.S. Honorable Minister of Lands, the Deputy Minister, the Permanent Secretary, the Honorable Member of Parliament, Chair of the Lands Committee in Parliament, civil society organizations, staff of the Ministry, guests, members of the protest team. I want to say, I'm glad you are here today, and I want to tell the Ministry thank you for they invite me to come witness this second raffle draw and also make a brief statement. But I also there because members of the association they have applied for this land there because this is a part of the people who apply. The last minister of the day, I will apply back for land, but the day we call me say don't get land for me, and they did a stack up. So I will give up I still apply back. But for those say as citizens, we all entitled to state land. Now right for state land, whether you're an APC, whether you're an SFPD, you're a journalist, you're a police, you're a marketing man, now you right for state land as long as they're available. And we need for commend the military for come up and for the first time last alone we see say the Ministry of Land say the people then will get social amount of land and one level get them. And then believe say in their wisdom this RAFFLE law will make the most fair process for them to distribute that land. Because land not they forgive everybody. The land there but not enough to forgive everybody. We don't deal with the minister, the previous minister and this one who is excellency the president, Jesus Marabio, they say they forgive land to slide, so no bill with secretariat. We don't work at it, now this one old point of land over the inside the city. We not get. But we still not give up. We still they pursue and we still encourage the minister, let him look out for state land there, with the inside 20 old, people do not take. Let them take them back to the hand, let them go allocate them to it. And so we also there again for ensure that we see how the process will go. It be free and transparent and fair. And they could say they are government journalism, we observe and I will report anything there and I will hold the ministry to account and make sure that whatever they do them fairly and transparently and they will be held accountable for that. And we also get the APC there to also ensure that the process is free and fair and transparent. But before the last Emmanuel say, forget state land now one thing. But forget state land, it go with responsibility. And I believe say the ministry officials there will get turn out owner before they own the land. Because state land not only land where you go buy owner property. Now the state getter. Yeah? So you get responsibility. When you give the land, you get a way for do for make sure say that land they become your land and you make sure say you maintain them and make sure say the environment side you live with people peacefully and happily. So on that note, I have to tell you thank you and I have a wish with 231 journalists there. Hold on please. I have to wish them luck and I have to wish myself luck that we will come out successful by the RAFFLE draw. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Slide President. The last person for make a brief statement, a representative of the last RAFFLE winners.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Minister. I'm not going to call all man because not all man. So now we have the first RAFFLE draw. I mean like the second winner. So this one not for sale and for APC, SLPP or PMDC. This now would have got done mark for the county. President don't say every Sierra Leonean entitled to forget land. So me this RAFFLE draw a player. I'm not kind of you building. I don't know the sense of where they play. I think Calvato. Now they call me on his phone say, waiting on my name, they ask me my name if I play any RAFFLE draw for land. I say yes sir. Then so they ask me my telephone number, I give them. Then they just say, I want to tell you say, you win 2,000 or a jump. They say if I wait for me then I use this. I say no, what they found out. So I want to tell everybody, no patient, anybody who got mark for win the state land, if they win them, and then they talk much and stop there.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you read, we don't talk clear. This RAFFLE will not depend on your position, your wealth, which way you come out. Now by your God, your blessings and your luck. So opportunity is given to everybody. We don't want to go choose from the box, now they win. So now come to the high point of the statement. At this point, I now want to call on the Honorable Minister of Lands, Housing and County Planning, Dr. Torai Sinesi, for giving the keynote address before the RAFFLE.
Thank you very much. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning. The Deputy Minister, staff of the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning, members of the civil society, the civil servants that are present here this afternoon, the security sector members that are also here with us, the press, the ACC Commission representative present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Just as I can tell people, when the president appoints me, he can give me just one instruction. The instruction he been giving me was to go and transform that ministry, ensure that there is sanity. I spent about an hour with her, because when they appoint you, you want to make sure say you really know exactly what are the focus of that person who will appoint you for perform the task. I spent an hour and some minutes with the president in his office, and whenever they tell me what he wants for the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning in terms of service to the people of Sierra Leone, he continue to emphasize on one particular word: just ensure that there is sanity in land administration and management in Sierra Leone. He repeated those words over and over again in his office. So when I go back home, the next thing I begin to think about, now, the type of strategy we have for use for actualize the dream of His Excellency the President. I get too many things we are putting on paper. I review and refine them over and again, and until this moment, that is what I'm doing. I they review, I they refine, they are put on the road with respect to how do I implement some of those strategies. So the RAFFLE drone are just one of such strategies to ensure that there is sanity within within the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning. Too many things that they want to do right now in an effort to transform the ministry. We work towards digitizing the entire ministry. Today you get the front desk in the ministry where you don't need for the move from office to office. It not become perfect yet, but still a push on together with my deputy. I would think so we'll achieve that. So therefore make sure say the ministry is fully digitized. Land title registration will start very soon. We will also give the opportunity to Sierra Leoneans for make sure that if somebody say you want land, wherever you are around the globe, you are able to use your mobile phone and verify the ownership of that particular land before you transact business for that land. So the question of somebody they can't dupe you. Somebody can tell you say, "Mina Edman, Mina Heduma, and me get this land." Then blindly you get into that kind of business, it's going to be a stop. We are going to stop that. Because the people of Sierra Leone deserve the best. So when once we start the land title registration, all them yuki, all them job where they go and job people there, all them things where they go and do, then rikishi business for take money that people in hand, irresponsibly, through criminal activities will have to be a thing of the past. Then cut and paste, because that is what is happening now. The land grabbers, the criminals, sometimes in association with we very staff in the ministry, what they are doing now, cut and paste, that they cut people their signatures, they paste and go for photocopy. Then they bring them very dark. Then they bring them before me. When I reject them, then go to the law department, go find lawyers, they for write and cost me. But I appreciate the lawyers also because they are doing their own job. But what is important is the question of what do you do to serve your country? And I'm today being confronted with those challenges. And trust me, I'm ready to face it. Because I'm doing that in the interest of Sierra Leone. And that's the thing I want these people of Sierra Leone to remember me for after my service in terms of public life. So, we do land title registration, and that will solve most of the problems. Come next week, we're going to also come to the public again. Another strategy. We're going to announce the service plots. Who they sell to the people of Sierra Leone, service plots. That money they go pay into the consolidated fund. Then you come, we show you the land, you go take up. That money they will go use them for provide health facilities for una pikin them. We will use that money that they for support education in Sierra Leone. Strategic development activities in Sierra Leone, we will use that money there for do that. So nobody's coming to pay that money into the ministry, neither to any personnel in the ministry, neither the minister himself. You pay that money into the consolidated fund, government use them in the interest of Sierra Leone. So the service plots will be announcing those ones next week. And what do we want to do there? We want to make sure that we redistribute wealth. The service plots, we are going to target those within the middle and upper income class. We want to take some resources from those particular levels, and then we redistribute it to other sectors within the society, especially the vulnerable ones. We want to care for the vulnerable ones. We want to support the health sector. We want to support education. We want to support the construction of roads across the country. So we have to contribute to the revenue mobilization or generation drive of government. So this ministry is going to do that. So next week we will announce the service plots that we don't get already. For them one then we also want to get their own land and build their own homes. Today, governments they give 1,000 town lots to Sierra Leoneans. The 1,000 town lots, we don't make sure say we target particular sectors in our country. And those sectors and they will the targets, they don't contribute immensely to national development over the years. So this time around, as a government, we want to recognize their efforts. Some have contributed immensely good things to national development. Some, in their own little ways, they have contributed negatively, but we have to forgive them. So we can make sure, say, we recognize them and make sure, say, they get land where they go build their homes and bring comfort for their young picking them and the one they will get for come after their picking again. So what are the people who we target? We target them teachers there and then lecturers there within our institutions of learning. We target them today. We are targeting the civil servants. Some have contributed immensely to the to national development. We are recognizing them and we are going to appreciate them. The security forces, the police, the military, fire force, prisons, we recognize them also today. We're going to also recognize the medical practitioners, the doctors, the nurses, dispensers. They also don't contribute to national development. And above all, they want the way they take, we voice them, we ward them, far and wide, educate the populace. They are the less respected in our society. For me, as a minister, I think they deserve to be respected, the journalists. So, these are the people where we don't decide say today, as a government, we are going to recognize them and then compensate them for their good works. Why are we doing the RAFFLE draw for land administration? Now, open secret across this country. Everywhere you go, they say the country is split. The country is divided. The inner the CP, the inner the CC. This tribe, they see this other one, they hate this. And then within the public discourse across the Leone. So as a government, we are now using land administration and management to bring people again together in Sierra Leone. Through the RAFFLE, you will find one particular community, you will find the Fulamande, you will find the Limba Mande, you will find the Temini man, you will see the Mende man, the Shabro man, So we are using land administration to bring back the people of Sierra Leone together to see themselves as one family. So, how that's what they do as a government. That they tell you, say, when they listen to that small talk and then back for them, that small talk and then corner them, that small talk and then market, when they listen to all. And when once we listen to all, to them words, then comments, then concerns, we go back to the drawing board. And when we go to the drawing board, we did not think about strategies. What strategy do we deploy to address the concerns of Sierra Leoneans? So the RAFFLE draw is going to make sure that there is peaceful coexistence in our communities. People are going to live in peace. People are going to see one another as brothers and sisters in Sierra Leone. That is what we want to see happen. Nobody know the way we don't build the house. In Andimba, this man and Mende, that in a Timini, this not full of the one person just grab because of politics that they go pound out at my house. It's not possible. When all go come together and say, no, this ain't right. Because when you pound out at my house, or tell you, if I go jump, you go to the other man's house. This is a strategy we are using to bring and put the people back together in Sierra Leone. That's what we are doing. So, we want to make sure that there is peaceful coexistence, and also want to ensure that there is equality and equity in land management and in land distribution across board. We don't start in Freetown. We go for take and go to the provinces. As a government, we go for acquire land at the provinces, and we make sure that we redistribute them also to Sierra Leoneans. Because inside Sierra Leone, we got two types of land tenure system. What is applicable in the western area is not applicable in the regions, the provincial districts. So what we are going to do as a government is to acquire land in the provincial areas and then redistribute those lands to Sierra Leoneans across the board. So when you be the Creole man, you get right, forget land and own land at the provinces. Just the same way when the Timini man or the Mende man gets right for also own land at the western area. So that's what we are going to push. And that's a policy sanctioned by His Excellency the President. So after today, somebody will ask, and I think say the chairman for the oversight committee don't talk and say now a continuous process. So it is going to be a continuous process. And for us to achieve that, we're going to make sure say then one day when the land grabbers there, we don't grab any land and they, we're going to pull land at the hand, then we'll put that to the public domain. And that is what we are doing currently. Then one day when we don't take the land and they sell land, buy them big motor car them, they drive up, let people admire them. They have not spent a single cent to develop those lands. They not take that land, they not cry on a hospital, neither they cry on a school. They don't feed them, they don't do nothing, but they just take a number. Out of that, they don't criminal knowledge, and they don't take the land, they all sit up on them. We are going to take back those lands using the laws of this country. They will make sure to put at the disposal of Sierra Leoneans. We are going to do that, no matter whether you are happy about that or not. It is never and it will never be my concern. Because the people of Sierra Leone, far better than you, you the only person who don't go take the land on. They all get right to that. Go to the Crown Lands Act. They tell you, say, all land in the western area, this is the Crown Colony. All the land belongs to the states. Now, only the state will convey it to you before it becomes private. So then, out of criminality, people are just manufacturing documents here and there in connivance with other state actors, and sometimes they want to frighten other people. No, I'm not going to be frightened. There's no way I'm going to be frightened. As long as it is in the interest of Sierra Leoneans, I'll pursue it, and I'll pursue it vigorously. Because the people of Sierra Leone, they deserve better. This money you get and you want you put all inside holes, inside store. Once they use it every day, even the community will hate you because now you want to no more get them. So why is it that we should not share? We have to share the resources of this nation. No single individual they can't take all the waste don't find. I got 150 acres. Who's that pull up? I can already ask the question. You not go to the center we can discover Freetown, where they go take all the land then. So other Sierra Leoneans are not serious. Is that what you are saying? Or now you want to get sense? Who's that you pull up? Some man they, if they go to rural communities where people are set to where they go, they take one bottle whiskey, where they go, they give them country people, they hope not set to another colony, then they other locations then they can't go paper to them, they sign, and they're all, they're saying, I don't buy the land. Not so you get that, you are not right to it, you have no right to it. So if you have done it in the past, the rest assured that you have done it through criminal means. And we frown at that. We are going to take those lands and give it back to Sierra Leoneans. And nobody will stop us. We are going to do it. So in the coming months, we'll be focusing also on some other groups. It is possible, and I'm pretty sure, we will begin look at to mama there where they sell and then market there. Then market to money where they sell ugiri, where they sell kinda, where they sell pepper. We're supposed to also care for them. They also have rights to also own land. Anytime we get land, we will make sure to distribute it. We get also another informal sector that is also very instrumental. The Okada riders. We are going to consider them. They are also playing a major role in national development. But Komode, we also have students that are also in tertiary institutions. We are going to consider them. They have right to it. So we use blend of models to make sure we address the land crisis or housing crisis in Sierra Leone. So in that particular model, or in that particular category, in this model, the RAFFLE model, we also now get to consider also the civil society organization. Then just make an appeal here. So at the sanction that in the next RAFFLE draw, the civil society must be part of it. That is what we are going to do to solve the problems. So another model we are also going to remind people of is that if you not get at the lock, well, let you get land, well, let you go build your house. Don't get discouraged at all. There is another model where also they favor you. And that's the estate development model. Now that land, I will take, I will put some. Now the public form. Make sure you play RAFFLE. We will also keep some for give to developers and for let they can build affordable housing for members of the public. So if you not get the land, you also get the opportunity for let you apply to then developers and they would go to build a house and they for let themselves get one. Governments they work on that model within at an advanced stage for see how they go begin hit the ground with respect to getting affordable housing for Sierra Leoneans. So, how will we get this done? We will only get this done when we always sit down here today we belong to them various categories. Resolve say land grabbing are a bad business for Sierra Leoneans. We have to resolve as Sierra Leoneans. That the question of land grabbing is nothing other than people wanting to make profit out of their misfortune. And we have to stop that together. And together we have to work towards negating the efforts of the land grabbers in Freetown, particularly the western area. Let me be very specific. So we're going to make sure we stop that. And we all going to fight together for make sure the land grabbers they know say na a bad business. That we have to do together. So having said that, let me conclude by saying, on behalf of His Excellency the President, for wish you all the best of luck as you conduct yourself today in a manner where they go about for make the RAFFLE draw, and for wish you the best in your endeavor when once you don't win, for put roof over your head. So I tell you plenty thank you, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you very much.
Let's give the minister another round of applause. So, members of the civil society, or cattle riders and drivers, out. Next time, the minister says on their own tongue, na cake for all man. So next time, civil society members, drivers, or cattle riders, witness second ready. Now come to the business part. I dey call on Mr. Ponticabia to make us set the stage for the draw.
Thank you very much to the permanent secretary. And I want to apologize at this point. Initially, I mistake the permanent secretary name. I call him Alfred. I don't know what I'm going to think. He is actually Mr. Israel Jigba. Kindly accept my apologies, sir. And we all agree the statements them, what the one the way they write for top policy talk, they don't talk. Because some of we not the policy people there. We were the policy people they don't talk. And based on that we they act. So now we they come to the business proper. When are the raffles, what we they can do today. And of course, they do raffle for 5 categories then. We don't apply at the time when the Ministry of Lands we put out an announcement for say there is going to be a raffle draw for the 5 categories here. And for remind family them, the 5 categories them now, civil servants, the security forces, the medical personnel, the teachers, and members of the 4th estate. So if I not be the work for the government of Salone, Minister will apply as part of the journalists there. But I'm not qualified for apply. So that 5 categories here, the civil servants there, a total of so the civil servants them we get yes. So in the 5 categories there where we get the civil servants them now 1,503 apply, the security force is 1,072, the medical practitioners 535, the teachers them 871, and members of the 4th estate 221. And after the applications that the ministry decides say that based on the percentage of the applicants them that they shave the quotas for the 500 plots available for the people there. So when they look at the percentages them, the civil servants them will end up for win today 175 plots. The security forces will end up for win 128 plots. The medical practitioners them will win 64 plots. The teachers them will win 104 plots. And then members of the 4th estate will get 30 plots. So now the one that we can distribute today in this raffle draw. So what means say we will do 5 different raffles them today. We will do separate raffle for the journalists them. What means say we will take all the applicants there for the journalists them and inside this drum here, and randomly we will invite members of the public to remove from the drum. So since the journalists then are 30 journalists they get for win, out of the 221 journalists that they will put inside the drum, the first 30 where they come inside the drum, and then one that they will celebrate today as the journalists them, one of the new landlords them and the landlords them in this country. And at the same they go for the other categories there. When we come out there, we go to the civil servants there. We come out there, we go to the security forces. We come out there, we go to the medical practitioners, and we come out there, we go to the teachers there. But the honorable minister and the deputy minister might not able to with say we done. So they therefore they will tweet at the start for ensure say the process they go on like how they want time and like how the thing say and so His Excellency the President wants time for acting in a transparent way and accountable way. So it means say we will get focused start with the journalists there. Since then are 201, and of course the minister gets some special love for the journalists there. Because the main bubble when appointing a journalist, so I go want to make we start with the journalists them. so that the minister will be present when we dey do the raffle for the journalists them, so that we all go there together. So in that regard, we want to family know say the 500 plots of land there so where the president authorized the minister today to get distribute to the group of Sierra Leoneans here. So His Excellency the President want to make una know say, for remind una say today na a birthday, and normally when they celebrate birthdays them across the world, na people that they come with gifts them for the birthday celebrants. But His Excellency the President say no, he say in a servant leadership in the practice. So in this own birthday, he say he gets obligation for give birthday gifts to the people of this country. And as part of the several birthday gifts they waiting at the presidency agenda for give the people of this country today, this is now one. So the president they give 500 plots of land to Sierra Leoneans then in a transparent and fair and credible manner as in birthday gift. And the DJ they signal to me say get birthday song. I don't know if that's true that. For celebrate the presidency birthday, Mr. DJ. Every time you whisper to me say you get birthday song. Alright. Well, since the DJ they get challenge, I don't know, I want beg for the honor for make we do a special birthday sing for His Excellency the President. I will leave land day. And President Spong could not say I don't do music also. So in a way like this, after 1, 2, 3, go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Honorable President. Happy birthday to you. We don't ask the how old he be. We don't say because we all are not the president of Sierra Leone. So we will move on. So now we can start with the journalists then. Mr. Benayu. So the envelopes. So the envelopes they have with the CISO, people that they apply online. And when we apply, we ensure say we download all of them on our applications that day, and we type all our names them, and we will not publish their names that day. Anytime we turn on Facebook, WhatsApp, now the social media, all the names that they did. We ensure say the one that we apply, now then we do to this raffle. And why we will also publish their names that day, and the minister giving special instruction for say let we publish their names that day ahead of the raffle draw. So the public will get their names that day. Because tomorrow, unless somebody don't go come say the one they will not apply self, but they go give at this wire. So una get the names there already in the social media, in the WhatsApp and Facebook and all over the place. So una will watch their names that day. Any name where they end up for call Nayasto, if una find out for say anybody win Nayasto, where a name not on that list where we publish, they are there gonna feel free for going on WhatsApp and Facebook. So we will start with the journalism. We get 221 journalists there when they inside us, we don't apply, whether this day already they told none of the public. So we don't cut their names that they one by one, and we have to send names that they inside the drum, and then we will start the raffle without wasting time. So Mr. Benayu, you go ahead. Yes, one journalist, and then we have one representative from journalism. His Excellency, you will choose one team so that they can watch. Yes, and civil society. Yeah. So now watch the drum. Civil society, maybe anti-corruption commission, we don't afraid nothing. This is the giant. Civil society, anti-corruption, and maybe one member of the general public come and watch the drum. But the chairman, of course, parliament, let parliament go watch the drum. For system an empty drum. And Mr. Ranger, there you go open that list there and watch 2-3 of the names there. If you able to verify them as journalists there. land only. So, for ensure say, all the one wey dey under, na the journalists dem, that day, and the day they win at 221. And of course, after this drawers too, all the one wey they win under the various categories them. So the one they always they win under the journalist category, we therefore submit that list to Slash. Connect Slash verify them as journalists. So if you don't say you don't apply as journalist, you know to journalist, there's a long cross that do. We therefore send that list to Slash. Connect Slash verify. Of course, we therefore send out to the head of civil service. Connect the verify all the one they win for sure send our civil servants there. And the same thing for the security forces. And the same thing for the medical practitioners. And the same thing for the teachers there. And the same thing for the lecturers there. So everything we do, if somebody feels say you don't apply, you don't put primary story and you're not a journalist, you don't apply on a journalist category. And for those days, even if you win today, you therefore verify that list there to the journalist body for proof say that person that put out so that they work by the media. So we don't get them. Alright, yes, we got it now. Only for the Tony there. Now the journalist the president enter and say turn and attack back. We prepare this. Okay, now let's see I'm fine. Alright, now empty paper there. No paper around there. We don't have no paper here. The president of the journalists there, he instruction turn and attack one. So we will have to ask the honorable minister for everything for doing the symbolic draw. And the first one. So the minister and the choose the first person when I win that today. Yeah, what I was saying, the minister all the one they win today, the honorable minister. Wow. So this person here, so in name na Eva Bernadette Thomas. Yeah, this actually then I asked him. So you will give the opportunity for tell me which media house where you represent. Alright. So now the first winner of this Kids Radio Network among the journalists there. So now the first Sudan Day. Yeah? And since we don't take the honorable minister for do this symbolic draw, and of course His Excellency they talk about women's empowerment. His minister is a little presidency agenda, even for RAFFLE himself. So now we want to take the Deputy Minister of Lands, Housing and Country Planning for do the second draw for pull the journalists where now the second new landlord today. Yeah. Wow. The Deputy Minister, one word in one, you never watch face them. Yeah. All the person they call him, almost here. Alhaji Manika Tamara. Alhaji Manika Tamara. I want to the president of the president is not the Alhaji Manika not them. He's been represented here by the president. So now we don't get this second posting. So at this point, we have to get the permanent secretary, Mr. Israel Jigba, and then Mr. Mbenge, for making to the third symbolic law for the journalist. This year, for journalism, once you have looked at for members of the 40 states. Yeah! post here, so in fact, I'm overglad you. Because the post here, in that street transparency for this street, say, not so serious, not so come up palava. In fact, the one that went slash, they don't say this post here, make me palava, say, this post here, I'm beginning to doubt. Well, the point is when you doubt, you don't win. In fact, that person is deleting himself from the slash group. And no less a first thing than new best friend, when Mohammed Mutala Kamara. Now you talk to when we win this war. So Mutala Mohammed Kamara don't win this war. So now at this point we will want to come to the parliamentary representative, make himself help we for the fourth symbolic draw. Yeah, the mommy you know they come on. Everyone is there. I tell you. Today I want to be happy. We send the call and not there today. Alright. About the other journalism again, fake. And the sense woman in the play right now. Yeah. About why December enter? No area don't enter. Swallow Vandi. Anti-corruption is helping to do the next draw. Yeah. All the names that they come up, there's someone could not even send this to yourself. Because I don't say all the journalists there. Alright. This other post here, Amara Tewa Moinina, a journalist from Kenema. The next draw, so with a call on the civil society. Civil society representatives, let them do the next draw for we. Civil society. Yeah. With the capital production work. This person and the day I asked though, but take excuse to me, say yeah, and get news for work produce. When the capital I was there, not all allowed, I can open the capital. This next first year so now, Party Salia. Party Lamina Sumana Salia. So now you go in this party. But I want to say, not well like 21 the hope. So, civil society. Alright. Okay, so now we don't do the symbolic project. Now, in fact, we call on the president of Starch, Sese, let him say one symbolic draw for you. So the president, you will never take it now. The president of full name and the name of Commander Emma Black Kamara. So now we call on members of the public. We are going to volunteer for just come and come food. Okay, we call on one of the winners then of the last land raffle. That is everyone symbolic draw for we. Now most we don't get. We don't get 7. 7 don't go. Alright, this other person, his name is Sir Abdul Conte. Sir Abdul Conte of Mayekine Road. Next, we will call on members of the public. Anybody kick him randomly. When I feel free one after the other, when I kick out and just pull the name there for you. Emmanuel Soiree. Emmanuel Soiree. Emmanuel Soiree of Blackoil. Okay, the other one don't come out. This now Salifu ISB content. Salifu ISB content. So Salifu content don't come out. Next. Don't do a fast. Daniel Palmer. Daniel Palmer of the voice. They got color. Yeah, that was they come up and you don't go to the live record. This was in there. I can see a G now. Abdul Kadir, not from you. Abdul Kadir of Malta Street. Abdul Kadir, I think I SLBC here. Alright. So Abdul Kadir don't tell landlord. But the same man they get. 98 they get standard times, SLBC, AYG. I tell you. Who's that one that you only pull them on now? Alhaji Koroma of Kabul. I see Kabul Town Road. What's up? When I start here, eh? Alright. Well, let me go. Fast. When I will call, let it come. Yeah. Our lawyer journalist don't get. Elias Lahai Bangura. Lawyer journalist, I get. Esther Kani Kago. You want to establish yourself. Where is journalist there? Alright. This person here also Mark Samba Jimmy. Now here it is. 96 Cleave Road. 96 Cleave Road. Yeah. This Bakuna Sabia. Adeyemi Jebet Emmanuel Jackson. Adeyemi Jackson of Campbell Street. Yeah. This next one, John Edward Yani. Usman Ba of John Bright's Lane. Usman Ba. When I come, like, I'm not going to get 17 no go. Yeah. Okay. This one now empty. First in I win. Empty. That's not empty. Some of village people like that, so then I don't have somebody there. Kelvin Fode Kamara of Waterloo. Kelvin Fode Kamara. Fatma Lebi. Next. Mabinti Magdalene Kamara. Coco Ferreira. Grafting. How much we don't get? Ofa Ali Koroma. Ofa Ali Koroma. How much we don't get? How much we don't get? Empty. Grandma James Nalo. Grandma James Nalo, Upper Melon, Wellington. Grandma James Nalo. Okay, we don't get 24, right? Correct? Collation table. How much we don't get? We don't get 24, we need 6 more. 6 more for the journalism. Anybody can come, even if you don't come. We are not going fast. Anybody can come randomly. Ali Mansare. Ali Mansare, Tebetown. Ali Mansare. I know. Muriel John. Muriel John. How much left?
4 plus the bonus.
27. So we don't get 27. How much we don't get? Alright, 226 in left 4. In left 4. The last lucky for among the journalists then. Sylvester Rogers. Sylvester Rogers. Yeah, about in place your journalist back again. Say, oh. Next. Yeah. Green setter Christiana Williams. Next, Amos Tulonge. Amos Tulonge. Tulonge 28. He left 2 more. Empty. Mahmoud Mara. Mahmoud Mara. McKinney journalist. The final one for the journalist there. Zainab Sombi. Is this Sombi or Sombi? S-O-M-B-Y. So now the final one down there for the journalists. So remember the tax journalists there when lucky winners and new landlords for today. So now we remove them. They remove the journalists here there and we can move on to the next category. We move now to the teachers and lecturers. We move to the teachers and lecturers. Teachers and lecturers. We are working for ensure that all the journalists are inside the door. We are moving to the teachers and lecturers. Teachers and lecturers. We already know say 871 teachers and lecturers are applied. And we get 104 plots them for the teachers and lecturers. So we will start. Teachers and lecturers, 104 plots. Yes, so anybody can come. Anybody can come in. We are not going fast. We can come close and sit up. Anybody can come. Teachers and lecturers. Teachers and lecturers. We need 104. Francis Bob Saidu. PWD quarters, Peter. Francis Bob Saidu. The second one, teachers and lecturers. Thomas Samuel Collier, all railway line Timber Town. Thomas Samuel Collier, all railway line Timber Town. Teacher. Teachers and lecturers. Francis David Melvin Lansana of Pickup Farm Wellington. Teachers and lecturers. Lord and fast, Lord not stop, fast. Victor Justin Patrick Ali, Services Secondary School Campus. Samuel Koroma, Black Road, Kisti Village, Freetown. Donald Michael Batte, Gibson Street, off Bombay Street. Kadiatu Kamara, Mamba UGC. These are teachers and lecturers. So we need 104 in this category. Fatmata, Beatrice, Varaha, Adeyemo, Class FBC 26. We're not doing fast. And I'm for caller, you are still on there. Tell us, say, I make you the news so now forgive me small sign of the land. Fatmata Christiana Tamara, Water Street off Congo Town. Teachers and lecturers, Narodi. Zainab Safi Bokai, 46 Taylor Street. Teachers and lecturers. Saidu Kama Muyaba, Cabo Drive, Metcalf. Samuel Simba Cargo, 20 Smart Lane, New England. Star Richard Takama, Tunke Gorich. Olayinka Rosalind Stila, Sumaila Town. Aruna Ibrahim Stovula, Nikutais, Freetown. Anna Bayo, Upper Tembe Town. Safiatu Mansae, Decker Drive, off Regent Road, Lumley. Mohamed Momo, SLBS Drive, Gorich. Joseph Fodekai, Leicester Road, Freetown. Betty Yefanta Coca Davis, Lawrence Street. Esther Brana Kowa, Cole Lane, off Ascension Town. Emilia Mayama Kamara, 11 4th Street, Kisi. How much we here? 21. We need 104. Lucy Koroma, Regent Road, Kamayama.
Hola.
James Abdulrahman Kamara. James Abdulrahman Kamara, MMT Godrich Campus. Yusuf Ibrahim Samura, Wilberforce Bar. Martin Lavalley. Alex Hinowa Amara, Waterside Road, Tembe Town. Sule Koroma, Water Street, Freetown. Brana Ajebe, Jala University, Jala Campus. Fatmata Francis Bapti, Upper Kaba Street. Mustafa Eze Emmanuel. Okay, Mustafa Eze Emmanuel Touré Guide. Matthew Sir Charles Jr. Wepolo Road, McKinney. Fatu Bangura, off name Motor Road, Tagato. Matthew Nabi Alpha, Methodist Girls High School Staff Quarters. Uronge 33. Katimu Toronka, Cock Farm, Wellington. On a lot of fast before morning they can. Patricia Sarah Elizabeth Vandy, Upper Easton Street. Satu Justina Samba, Wilberforce Barracks. Oh yeah, Satu Justina Samba. He said, hey, look me now. Oh, lady. Lansana Abdul Fofana, Freetown Polytechnic Quarters. Mohammed Hood and Sumana, One Orphanage Road, Kenema. Margaret Tabe Commander, Barracks Road, Morita. Oh, what is that? The road on winner? They can't take my top in there. Hassan Sabia Jusufu, Mark Street, Estate. Fuadundu, Bible Villa, Grafton. John Newman, Kayai, Gassama Street, Kakato. Sir Prince Hilaire, Upper New York, Old Water Road, Yatsam. Christiana Sayo Kabo, Upper Maxwell Street, Wellington. Amos, we don't get. Smart Bangali, Regent Road, Hill Station. Amos, we don't get. Emmanuel Robert Justu, 10 Technical Drive, Congo Cross. Emmanuel Robert Justu. Festus Bernard Massacre, off Abu Street Bow. Longer 47. Una long make fast, long come here. Idrissa Mahmoud Tawali, Edmonds Drive, off Shelley Drive. Lance Amar Bokai, Black Road, Ashobi Corner. Victoria Koroma, Alpha Tires, Backton. Ibrahim Lahai, Hennessy Street, King Tom. All the King Tom people that you know being come. Lansana Bokai, Black Road, Freetown. Lansana Bokari, Sarah Satahadi, by Buya Road, by Town. Umar Dimba, Allen Town Road, Miami. Anne-Marie Cissé, local housing. Hadi Konate, Josiah Drive, Lumley. Pemata Maneni Toka, South Street, Matujo. Hadi Konata, Josiah Drive, I don't call him. Ramatu Mat Fofana, Mount Royal Terrace. Ishmael Benke Kamara, up Kitao Ratalwari. Tijan Nyandego Jalo Street. Josephine M. Saidu, Conte Drive, Angola Town. Aminata Emila Bangura, Tonda Hill Road. Mambu Bakana Sharif, Looking Town, Grafton. Hey, this is not for more. The area, the worker, they changed today. Imagine for a teacher, they expect Pastor, they go to around back. Why not the landlord they get speed for Katik? Abdul Rahman Dumbuya, Regent Road, Lumley. Amos, we don't get. Amos, 64. Francis Tijan Taka, Bendu Drive. He said he had that. Said Sayo Kamara, Rufisi Road. Lucy Lovetta Bangali. Yeah. Lucy Lovetta Bangali, Liverpool Barracks. Augustine Sebastian Justu, Bad Ride, Kolati. Alpha Beshe Boba, off by Buya Road. Mohammed Sam. Wow. Mohammed Sam. Peter Road, Lumley. Safi M. Kanu. Safi M. Kanu. Yeah. Safi M. Kanu. Fode Junisa Goba. Fode Junisa Goba, Elizabeth Street. Anes Brahma Walker, Flat 7 Methodist Girls High School. Yaya Justin Goba, Bold, Matujo. Saleh Dimawa Adams, off Hennessy Street, Kinton. Kinton Pambulo. Daniel Festus Bowie, Peter O. Lumley. Samuel Ansana Fona, Nico Teis, Kisime Smith. Amos, we don't get. 77. Came out Princess, yeah. Means big sugar land. I don't care. Stephen Soiree Bokari. Stephen Soiree Bokari, Smart Slate. Alasan Siste. Only rely. Hold on me. When I go ahead. Jonathan Joe Boyma Kamara. Coca Street. Kilian Omo Parker. Osota, New London. Grandpa. Josephine Mansae, Fuadabo Street Bowl. Yeah. Juliet Salome Norman, Jala University Quarters. You go from one of the quarter. That video note. Indolo John Langba, Upper Waterloo Street. Anne-Marie Sata Alpha, Jerusalem Avenue. Martin Mohammed Jiwa Charles, Maria Street, Bo. Amos, we don't get. Josephine Brigette Ellie, Jumu Kenyatta Road. Amos, we don't get. Robert Soyam Sumana, Mary Lane, Allentown. Ibrahim Moitore, Galu Ogbo. Mohammed Fatoma, Locust Housing, Kisi. Amos, we don't get. 91. Stella Emma Sise, Nick King, Peninsula Road. Maka Salifu Mansae, Watasai Road, Bebeto. Matilda Abibasi, Jarrod Rai, Menchke. Amos, we don't get. Francis Michael Alex Kamara, Sandwich Street. Esther Yeli Samura, Services School Compound. Musa Sori Chue, First Street, Kisi. Amos, we don't get. Bundu Kaimu, Angulin. Amos, we don't get. 98. Oh, we need Amos, we don't get that. Ambu Samai, Esti Market. Aminata Suzanne Saibu Kamara, Tondail. Aisatu Christiana Pili, England. Ibrahim Abubakar Bambu, Thompson Bay, off Wilkinson Road. How much we don't get? How much they under? Oh, no, can't pass back by. They say that Ponzi na here announced. Then later they say, you know. Kendall Star Kendall. Yeah. George Blue Brazza. And the final teacher lecturer lucky winner is Abdullah Ibrahim Bangura, New London, Waterloo, Western Rural. So now we move to the next category, civil servants. We move to the next category, civil servants. The civil servants are 1,503. 1,503 now they apply. Civil servants, how much soon? 174 people are there for win for this category. Out of 1,503 will apply, and 174 for win at that category day. So they can start out. So, are we ready? Civil servant. Ask auditor. Auditor 174. 174 for winner this category. But our Lord do have as fast as possible. Civil servant. Alright, to roster to the civil servant. Harun Ketue, Locust Housing. Civil servant. Alpha Cargo, George Blue Brazak. All the one there where they win, so we get a telephone numbers them. We get for contact them. Aminata Dumbuya, Chapel Street, Regent Village. Stephen Sewa Tawali, Freetown Loripa, Texaco. Ahmad Megna Dumbuya, Willoughby Lane. Tonka Ernestine Kadiatu, Bible Road. Mohamed Aruna Norman, Handel Street, Kintom. Aisatu Aja Kaba, Pobe Road, una turn the drum. Aruna Rashid Williams, Cape Road, Aberdeen. Umar Ubu, 5th Street, Mountain Court. Solomon Samai Bangao, King Anna Road. Hey, what's that popular civil servant? There's Sabia. Ibrahim Madi Jane, Power Magazine, Texaco. Victor Taylor, Albert Street. Matthew Abdullah Jabati, Oladunkia Road. Abdul Kone, Lemon Lane. Umau Dinkabo, Local Street. Shaka Alfan Kawa, Sisedra Sorito. Alfred Lansana, Reservation View, Ibrahim Bobsin Moyo, Gassama Street, Kalbato. Sheikh Jibril Sise, Man City Drive, Dipayota. Sheku Fadika, Lion Street.
This time, empty paper on Aginio, or in village people that always pay me.
Victoria Monica Lewis, Mrs. SOS Drive, Malama. Robert Magnus Hilton Lee, Dundas Street. John Joseph Lahai, Joe Street. Usman Manga, Musa Lane, Tree Planting. Kalon Alusai, Old Railway, Rokupa. Saidu Samoa, Mamba Ridge. Augustine Salahai, Ishmael Drive, Cambridge Town, Waterloo. Mary Kaloko, Motors off Wilkinson Road. Iya Abu Bakar Sidiki Bayo, Koma Street. Ali Toure, Mansaye Drive, Waterloo. Sise Yandi Sise, Samoa Town, Peacock Farm, Wellington. Bangura Rahman Abdul, Black Hall Road, PC. Nancy Turner, Moritown Road, Freetown. Melrose Williams, Colette Town, Congo Town. Edith Cecilia Cole Lewis, Biboya Road, Wellington. Lansana Laga, Bacon Street, Wellington. Joe Fire Newman, Battery Street, Kington. Derry Teka, Upper Melon Street, Wellington. Awana Tukamara, Hunting Street. Teolina Agatha Rachel Martin, Padema Road. Florence Elizabeth Lina Rogers, Regent Road. Aina Johnson, Benjamin Lane. Civil servants category in Adeube. Today's Square to Drive Joy. Saidu Aliu Timbo Lane, Makeni. Aaron Telvin Abai, Tigerland, Mambo. Ishaka Nale. I see address now, Jamat. Whatever that means. Jibril Ibrahim Koka, Industrial Estate Wellington. Winston Justin Derrick Siafa, Abib Drive. Desiree March, Jegret Black. Yeah. Name the day. Cemetery Road. Gabriel Fodejane. Edwin Lane. Amos, we don't get. Henry Simao Sise, Access Road, Grassfield. Ibrahim Kodoroma, off Bible Road. Yeah. Moses Tom Kibe Vivi, Nelson Lane. Joseph Sunday Sina, MT6 quarter. Tamba Bayo, Koma Street. Anthony E. Sule Kago, Fisher Street. Martin Sandy, Bypass Road. Abubakar Jibril Bangura, Kamara Street, Makeni. Mohamed Kabia, Lee Street. Edward Kawa, Peninsula Road, Mambo. Musta Koroma, Cemetery Road, Ogu Farm. Daniel Albert Bao, Main Old Road, Wellington. Digger Sydney McFoy, Hill Street. Samba Sise, Tuerai. Isn't that Jobo Samba? Teresa Satakawa, Y Street, Matthew Town. Dwight Alan Duarte, Echo Center, off Peninsula Road. Christiana John, West Street. Mama Toma Bemba, Ibrahim Drive. Next. Mary Stawela Koroma, Hospital Road.
Yes.
Jaya Nyandebo Emmanuel, Port Street. Collier Momodu Matthew Conte, Ferguson Street. Lucian Henry Leonard Momo, Leicester Road. Adams Sanfa Cargo, Sarah Lane off Peninsula Road. Umaru Tijan 1, New Site, Grafton. Jim Morrison. More like Cabo, New York, Yams Farm. Rachel Ijatu Zubairu, Mountain Court. Sao Pedrick Lansana, Soldier Street. Mary Magdalene Bandawa, Kono. Kadiatuke Nicholas. Matu Yambasu, Regent Road, Lumley. General Abbas Bumbu, Mamboy Junction. Solomon Tuakambe Johnson, Ogulin. Boyma Samuka Kamara, Plum L, off Regent Road. Mr. Vrebon Mila Sido. Musa Abdullahi Kago, Leicester Road. Mohamed Arafan Kaba, Thunder Hill. Mr. Auditor, come on, get small challenge. So this was here apply. Now in surname sim for there, any address day now so. Yeah, we're getting code in application code. So can we go with it? Okay. We will verify from with the code. Because we get additional details when our phone number. But that call with the person application code now MLHCP LL001030 and the name where they are is spelled as SSAY. Say. The original forms they get the additional details. Oslo Camp, Mabab, McKinney, civil servant. Rashid Kaba, Kaningo School Junction. Right. Sheku Tijan Mansae, Upper Philip Street, Wellington. I say Amos we don't get. Yama Sise, Port Cape Garden, Mechke. Amos, we don't get 92 now. Abubakar Kuyate, Makeni Road, Kabala. Alex Kande, Taylor Street, Wellington. Sumanu Uthman Zainuin, Algali, William Street, Grassfield. Franklina Janet McEwen, Carl Street, Estin. Caroline Kaikula, Cold Drive, Lumley. Yusuf Madu Sukeli. Yusuf Madu Sukeli Sawane. Small Loop. Daniel Fona, Alpha Toys. Umu Justina Lee, Cromwell Street, Aberdeen. Ye Mbayo, Jerusalem Avenue. Abdul Karim Bangura, Carol Drive. I don't care. Senesi Al Kumba, Waterloo Highway. Husaina Tuba, 70 Pratt Street. Daphne Kariatu Bangura, Bendembu. Mata Mansari, Gibson Lane. Koroma Beshe, Koroma. Government Reservation Quarters. Samuel Tarawali, Blackwell Road. Christine Kamara. Henrietta Adama Kamara, Sumaila Town. Mariama Kamara, Koya Town. Tamba Bayo, Koroma Street. Mohamed Kabasano, Johnson Street.
Zainaba, 30 William Street.
James Peter Bock, Wilkinson Road.
Daniel Leonard, CC.
Fatmata Wudsoni, Kaloko Drive.
Aliu Amara, Wellington,
Harry Kalon, Walker Lane, Barwick Street.
Abbas Ali Fula, Waterloo,
Vivian Ekundayo Turner, Cole Street.
Rugia Tubangura, Okupa,
Martin Jimmy, Government Rest House, Willoughby.
Augustine Bobo Mansari, Kisiro,
Willie Minor, Abiodu, Greywood, Old Railway Line.
Lanzona, Josilda Williams, Brookfields,
Agnes Pinda, Kaimbe, Newstead Lane.
Khadija Dukure, Savage Square,
Abubakar Mori Junisa, Upper Deepai Water.
Samuel Thomas, Sakila Road,
James William Sise, Amina Rose Drive.
Emmanuel Senesi Amara, no address.
Mausi Place, Ibrahim Dumbuya, new site. Lloyd Awolomi Dredge, Falcon Street. Remile Ku, Amy Mose,
Emmanuel Mada
Ingham
Conte,
Street, Probe.
Emmanuel Mada Conte, Lumley,
And they come today. He said, I shake out.
Oh, I be the son, I shake a vibe. Salu Mohamed Jallo, Mamba Rich Quarter.
Umaru Sise, Ascension Town,
Usmani Ansane, Sakila Road.
Mohamed Bari, Blackall Road,
Sinep Onte, Dr. Kamara Drive, Juba.
Mohamed Ben Lamin, New Site Wellington, Usman Bangura, Mount Orel,
Juliana Adama Vandi, Von Joy Drive, Calbato.
Momo Kone Dauda, Kenneth Street,
Eustace Joseph Dewey, Battle Street. Mohamed Ali Conte, Hill Station.
Usman Baimao Patrick, Conte, Solia Street,
Soye Junisa, Upper Deepai Water, new site.
Samuel Sise, Wilberforce, Freetown,
Uya Amara, Fly Street, Fobe. Amos we don't get. Amos we need 174. About the civil servants there, the Hope State
Jaka
Agodo.
Geneba, Aladi, Tembeton,
Abdullahi Bar, College Road. Sir David Koroma, Hill Station.
Mamadou Idris, Magazine Court,
Katura Bodkin, Leiden Street, Waterloo.
Yaya Bangura, Bismarck Johnson Street,
Daniel Emily Rose, Grelin. Hey, what's going? Hey, what's going?
David Baikanu, Cassava Farm.
Hey, what's going? Victoria Finda Johnny, up at Tengbe Town. Michael Nixon Toure, Bible Grafton. Daniel Pratt Lane.
Bashiru Komba, Southridge, Hill Station.
Mohamed Moifoe, Thunder Hill, Kisi.
Amaya Mohamed Julde, New London, Jewel.
Elizabeth King, Peninsula Ojuba. Sulaiman Kondo Sisse, Market Road, Rokel Village. Amos,
Yankuba
we don't get.
Yankuma Brema, Godrich.
Abibatu Sheriff, Derrick Drive.
Sheikh Jibril Sisse. Sheikh Jibril Sisse.
Moses Mave Bokari, Bishop Drive, Joey. Now the two last names that they call son as civil service. Abu Bakar Bangura, God Street.
Mohamed Sisse. Wellington Freetown.
Last boat now also. Mohamed Latif Kamara, Ahmadiyya Compound. The one that we not get, that is civil service, better luck next time. We will move on to the next category. Waiting at the next category. Medical personnel. We will reach out to the nurse there. The nurse they will get a red belt there. I know they can now. Medical 535 now they apply. We get 64 pull away support for weed. We need 64 medical personnel there. Out of 535 who apply, we can select the names of 64. We need 64 only. And from there now, we go to the final category, which are the security forces. We left the security forces as the final category. For that, we will provide security for retail dog. So not so by mistake, we'll put the last. We don't say at least 1 minute here or policeman must there and say the last name. So now we always scatter. You see, I'm police sit down there, and now they will tell them.
Another sector, we have the medical sector. Medical, they have the count now.
medical practitioners. We don't begin. Yeah, put this from the other. So we need 64 people there. We will start now with the medical practitioners. Mata Abu, Kelsey Road, Kisido Kiad.
Fatmata Lucinda Mati. Cemetery Road.
I see me boss there around.
I don't care.
Mr. Kada. Elizabeth Kathleen Lemo, Scan Drive, Wilberforce.
Sia Safi, Suwe Drive.
Yata Kamara, Wantik, Grafton. Sia Biayako Jibrila, Kenneth Drive, Regent. Brahma Monodi Sise, Joshua Street.
Nene Bakiwa, Adele Street.
Princess Augusta Taylor, Hill Street.
Bongo, Fatmata Bongo. Lane, ABB, Lane of York Road, Waterloo.
Fatmata Puango, ABB Lane of York Road. Now the same one. ABB Lane of. Okay, well. Would they disqualify the Lucinda Sarah Taylor, consultant, New London.
Madina Nene Johnny, Sandy Street, New York.
Adama Profana, Locust, Kisi.
Marina Musa Edwards, Clark Quarter,
Ami
Dambala Street Road.
Ami Lovet Kama, Kendeyama Road by New Barracks.
Kariatu Nabil, Ilkot Road.
Clarissa Abi Senesi, Pujon Government Hospital Quarters.
Finda Kumba.
Antonia Tiwo, Sam Smith, 2A Street.
Finda Komba, Madantigi Hospital Quarter.
Elizabeth Kelly, Evangelist College of Theology, Gospel.
Paul Bangura, 6A CA Drive, Rokel Village.
Emmanuel Sheku, Commander, Leicester Road.
Adama Fofana, N120 Locust Kisi.
Geneva Corner, Riverside Drive, Red Pump.
Idrissa Moray, 34 Cotton Tree, Wellington, Freetown.
Abiba 2 Collier Kamara, 3rd Street.
Mambu Momo, Bobo Junction, Dama Road, Kenema.
Rosalind Sina, Batos Road Region.
Augustine Musa, 144 Leicester Road, Tree Planting, Freetown. Augustine Musa.
Mazi Linda McLisbeth, Lewis, Somerset Street.
Margaret James Kamara, 1E Bismarck Johnson.
I think it's not so in the answer. And then come Mama. Maria Tuesday off Blackhole Road.
Ernestine Mami Domaina. 43 to Drive, Godrich.
Daniel Cisse, 32 Power Magazine, Grassfield. Amos, we don't get.
Benjamin Ali Conte, 20 Kendall Street, Kenema.
Awa Aja Kayon, Main Street.
Dr. Fanta Kamara, Bain Lane, Aberdeen.
Aloysius Fala Leby, New Site, Devulol.
Mabinti Leby, Kai Kondu Road, Kwaidu Town, Kono City.
Sylvia Kobi, Patrick Drive, Central Box, Rokel Container.
Yomba Mayan Esekwi, Maje Town, Godrich.
Aston Shaw, Allentown.
Dr. Thomas Ansumonos Conte of Dixon Drive, Kamayama, Regent.
Adama Kanu, Adenti Drive, Mabente.
Amanda Festina Yema Kolka Mara, Razak Street of Allentown, Freetown.
Zainab Kamara Fofana, Sanko Wokupa.
Anthony Kene Tadi Community.
Lauren Marion Fury, Wilkinson Road. Amos, we don't get.
Aminata Yila, Sise Drive, Bauma, Godrich.
Sia Morenike Tengbe, Main Motor.
Mabinti Musu Sise, Fina Drive, Benguma.
Aliyu Kamara, York Road, Godrich.
Mohammed Kini Momo, Matakan Street, Moribata, Bo.
Janet Elizabeth Rose, Grey Lane, Congo Town.
Victor Miko Palu, back of Kisi radio station, Bo Kenema.
Eric Sawongo, Moritown.
Fanta Mansare, Mama Sobodrai, Kingston Town, Hastings.
Mame Keita, Kochi Drive, Aymat.
Samuela Sisei, Wonsimo Street, Poti.
Sulaiman Lako, Cantonment Road, off King Haman Road, Freetown. Amos, we don't get.
Catherine Hannah Braimer, Robert Street, Freetown.
Aisata Fobawa, Kaltinkewu Road.
Aisata Tarawali, Dambala Road. Aisata Tarawali, Dambala Road.
Amos, we don't get. Now the last one that una don't get. Una get. So una get 63 under. Last but not least, among the medical practitioners, Alfred Kebi, Manga Drive, Freetown. You want that we not get better luck next time. We move to the final category, when are the security forces. And that security forces, then we get police, we get military, Fire Force, and Prisons Department. Wanna give me this paper? So this is now the final one we can do. In this category of security forces, we get 1,072 security personnel we apply. And by the percentage of the application, we can give land to 128. Police, soldier, fire force, and prison services, they can get 128 plots of land. Watch the paper there inside the envelope. Another police case or soldier case. Aha, you see, and it go be saying a soldier man name. Soldier man they don't beat before soldier beat you, let police beat you. Because when police beat you now and they beat you, then arrest you, go lock you. Soldier when beat you, they kick you before the yeah, although in a soldier team a day. Security forces. Yeah. I thought behind me I see police. I thought they see police. Una dena mi prayer. Una way there. Like how that nurse be dena mi prayer. Say, hey, this one is don't so if you don't win. You can't bad. I ain't go look you. They say una mix and fine. It's an instruction from the Sierra Leone police. They say do so. Then I will say about you and me. Police they go first. Then I will say mixing with intent to commit grievous bodily harm.
Hello? Okay.
Alright. So now we come to them, police them, then soldier man them, then police officer, and then fire force. Another soldier case. The president and soldier man.
Yeah, it's not going to Aisha Seya Bangali. Aisha Seya Bangali, Upper Melon Street, Wellington.
Abubakar Sano, Cold Drive, Ole Line.
Joseph Prince Levy, Waterloo.
Low battery, please charge.
Let's go.
Amara Faro 2A, Block 8, Room 9. Okay. Moriton Barracks.
Ibrahim Fofana, Regent Road, Lumley.
James Brahma, Zorocom, Macaulay Street, Moriton.
Maya Mahadi, Paul Street Estate.
Kadia 2 Koroma, Looking Town, Grafton.
Amos Mohammed, Christo Lansana, Block 9, Kisi Police Barracks, Freetown.
Raymond Alvin Scott, Moriton Barracks.
Musa Kaba, Baibure Road, Calabar Town.
Sheikh Dumbuya, Loko.
Simeon Kaba Conte, Luke Lane, Tengbe Town.
Bintu Fatmata Kamara, Mayankine Hills, Fire Force.
Alex Wilfred Parsons, Block 5A Moritown, Military.
More Conte, Grafton Village, Police.
Lansana Andrew Musa, Sabin Bush Water Road, Wellington, Freetown, Police.
Abubakar Tonka, Kabasa Lodge, Police.
Taifina George. Newton, military.
Brahma Amara Munu, Momo Street, police. Police una seen, I mean they call una name there. And I want so good in Palamba.
Gloria Victoria Samuela Macaulay. Black Street.
I don't free.
Police.
I don't free. You didn't face me. I say you. Joseph Benia, Chan Street, police.
Emmanuel Momo Jajua, Cisse Lane, Kalabata, military.
Kekuda Kamara, Benjamin Lane, police. The police don't always come.
Abbas Sahid Bangura.
Yeah?
First Street, Monkey Bush, Waterloo.
My front not clear and my back clear.
These are mistakes. The lecture.
Okay, this will mistake some at the police side, but a lecturer. So, for a councillor. Stephen Sivali.
How much you get?
Stephen Sivali, Wilberforce Barracks, military.
Bakari Safa, Banja Town, section Bo.
Asana Chusowa. Come help, police. What's clear, bro?
Calvin Brahma Kane, Budama Barracks.
Frances Cargo, Madongo Town, soldier.
Harrison Sanfa, Grafton Police Barracks, police.
Brahma Kamara Drive, police.
Mahmoud
Toure, Edmonds Drive, Lumley, military.
Mohamed Quraish, Juba Barracks, soldier.
Alusain Silla, Infantry Brigade, Moritown, military.
Ibrahim Badi Suma, Safar Drive, police.
Augustine Saidu Seya Kamara, Wilberforce Barracks, Freetown.
Benjamin Junisa James, Sumaila Town, Fire Force.
Seya Conte, Upper West Brook Street, police.
Usman Mansae, Waterloo, police.
Ishmael Senesi.
Instruction from the security forces. Una mix the drum. Una see me I don't know. Una mix the drum.
Ishmael Senesi, Hill Station Police.
Anthony Bobo Ballet, Grafton Police Barracks, police.
Raymond Crispin Thompson, Smart Lane, New England, prisons.
Samuel Sheriff off Bible Road, police.
Paul Fala Mandalachi, Nabil, military hospital, military. How much left? How much we don't get?
Amos, we don't get. Amos 44. Amos we need.
Simeon Tamba Kabo, Peacock Farm, police.
Noah Adama Gobe, police barracks, police.
Abubakar Kamara, back of PWD quarters, police. Prison.
Mohammed Amin Sin Karim, military.
Miniu,
Low battery. Please charge.
Pekan Yende, Looking Town, police.
Tamba Toa Maturi, Moritan Barracks, soldier.
Victor Moijoy Fatoma, military, Wilberforce.
Sati Fonti Kanu, company line, military. You know when people are the military.
Edward Kabo,
Until I don't know now.
Grafton Police Barracks, police.
Mohammed Yaya Koroma, Tayama Drive, police.
Nabil, Old Campus Grafting.
Musta Mansae, Oriel Wilberforce, Soldier.
Sori Ibrahim Bangura, Melon Street, Wellington, Police.
Usman Mohammed Bangura, Southbridge Police. Where's the police that? I don't say. I don't clear before, I don't clear here.
Aminata Tonka, Wilberforce Barracks, military.
Akibo Sano, Special Lane, Police. I don't get a good protection.
Zainab Karako, Sunday Street, Kalabata.
Elizabeth Aisata Justu, Military Hospital, Soldier.
Munda
Low battery. Please charge.
Baumaster, Police.
Nazir Ahmed Ali Commander Bonge, Fire Force.
Augustine Kanu, George Book, Razak, Police.
Sister Jenny Magdalene, Abadio, Easy.
Aliu Safa, opposite Tesco filling station, Allentown, Police.
Abu Bakar Alimami Mansae, Thunder Hill, Police.
Saidu Alimami Kamara, Giga Side Drive off Kinghama Road, military.
Mercy Sanfa Kado, Lower Allentown, Police. Hey, over police is announced for saying a landlord.
Solomon Wheel, Cemetery Road, Allentown, Police. How much today? Huh? How we go? Question.
I saw two Muslim Koroma, looking town Grafting, Police.
Malai Matsaye, military, no arrest. Moses Sayuka, Signal Hill Road, Twitter, military.
Sierra Awasti State, Mambo, Police.
Anna Aizatun Jurin, Main Road, Kogotan, Freetown, Police. Mohammed Momo Masakoi, Handberg Street, Oba Funkia Community.
Haroda Margaret Kamara, Looking Town, Police.
Dauda Bari, Bushwater Road, Kosoto, Police.
The police there, they don't come out. Joseph Mustafa, Wilberforce Barracks, Soldier.
Low battery. Please charge.
Sai Tarawali, Block 3, Room 12, Mauritania Barracks, military.
Saidu Maloka Koroma, Dawu Barracks, Soldier.
John Sanano, Tumo Drive of Majeta, Godrich, Police.
Emmanuel Momo, Mauritania Barracks, Soldier.
Usman Bemba Konde, Wilberforce Barracks, Freetown, military.
John Paul Palostara Mansae, Police Training School, Police.
Emmanuel Cole, Chapel Street, Kutan Road, Freetown, prisons.
John Edison Siwo, Wilberforce Barracks, Soldier.
Omaru Sylvester Kamara, Langley Street, off Mountain Court, Freetown, Police.
Hassan Jacob Lako, Ascension Town Road, Police.
Lahu Alaji, Main Motor Road, Police.
manager for me don't hold on. I'm going to task streets in the go so. In Ghana, they don't fuck up people. They don't run. They say, yes, sir.
Edinsa Mambo Conte.
Please charge.
Jaju Street, Offo Railway Line, Police.
Alpheus Massakoy, Police Training School, Police.
Christiania Gladys Jackson. Friday Road, Police.
Samuel Abubakar Kago, Ballet Drive, Police.
Amadou Wuri Bari, Morita, Barracks, Blocks, Military.
Wow, the reaction from the police is so interesting. Musta Fuad Kane, Wilberforce Barracks, Soldier.
Yaya Sheikh Conte, Block H3, Police Barracks, Police.
Abdul Rahman Sanu, Old Railway Line, Soldier.
John Ali Kago, Boyle, Town, Police.
Una turn that rum the back. I don't want police case. I want to Battery Street, Kingdom, Police.
Safili, Godrich Barracks, Military. How much you want? How much you want? Yes, I don't go. Kai Abu,
we don't get.
Kai Abu, Kwanko Compound, Kolati, Police.
Ibrahim Samai, Cyprus Grafting, Police.
Abdul Toronka. These are medical. What is a medical personnel?
Councillor.
Oh, okay. I'm going to okay, I'll see. Saladin Saeed Bangura, Seller Street, Med Street, Freetown.
Mohamed Gogra, Matthew John, Police.
Fatmata Fatu Bangura, Fana Drive, Rubara Hastings, Police.
Festus Magnus Kennedy, Henry
Sapa, Waterloo, Police.
Banya Samakai, Benguima Barracks, Soldier.
Francis Jelebe, Dauda, Green Lane, Police.
Samuel Allen Ibrahim Moore, Police Training School, Police.
Jibrila Abubakar, Police.
We did 112. How much we want? 128.
Moses Issa Mambu, Kamaka Road, Kintom, Police.
Lahai Kappa, Yamspan Village, Soldier.
Abdul Sakor,
Low battery. Please
Defense
charge.
Navy Compound, Kintom, Military.
Samuel Nabi Bangura, Regent Road, Police.
Sheku Baba Sise, Vine Street, Fire Force.
Alimami Umaru Kabia, Wilberforce Barracks, Military. Amos, we don't get. 119. Urepa done the police there, and the military, and the fire force, and the prison service.
Aruna Victor Koroma, First State Fire Force. Ibrahim Samai, Cyprus Grafting Police. Ibrahim Samai.
When I check at the same address, police Cyprus Grafting. Let the auditor check and quick.
134A Cyprus.
Alright, so okay, alright.
Leslie Festus Cole Shawai. Prisons.
Mohammed Shaw, Mustafa Street, police.
How much is that?
121.
How much? Yeah, 199. How much more? 7. Yeah. 6 more. 6 more. 6 more.
Mohammed Shaw, Mustafa Street, police.
Henry Darlington Coker,
Low battery.
Grafting Police.
Fatmata Tawali, Moriton Bag, soldier.
Yusuf Kamara, off Black Hole Road, Kisi, police.
Amos, we don't get. 125 now we don't get. Amos we need. So Amos una get yonder. Lamin Amadou Kado, Pefanale, police. And the last one is Judith Kaundu Safa, Moana Drive, go, Fire Force.
Edward Samara, Intown Police. Edward Samara.
So ladies and gentlemen, now this way we come to an end inside the second edition of the Land Raffle Draw, where the Ministry of Lands under retired Mayor Julius Madam during presidency introduced in December 2021. We say plenty thank you to everybody who participates, the one that will watch me from the various social media platforms and national television. We tell them plenty thank you. And me will moderate the program at the front in my name, and I'm a communication strategist in the office of the president. Bye-bye.